And now we're at Montelle Winery in the Augusta region in Missouri, and they're known for their very high quality wines, but they also are making eau de vie and grappa. Let's go talk to Tony now. What do you think of the growth of the spirit industry? I mean, having been in winemaking and really been one of the pioneers in distilling in Missouri, how do you kind of like take this explosion in craft distilling?
It's amazing. I would have never thought it would have happened. In the late 1900s, the state decided that they wanted to open up distilling to wineries. And I've always been enamored by the idea of fruit distillates, fruit spirits, eau de vies. So it's an interesting process, and it took us a long time to learn it, but we have to, first of all, remove the pits. Mm-hmm. And then we have to crush it, and then pump it into the fermenter. And then from there, it's a normal fermentation, just like it would be with any of our wines, except you got the skins and the pulp and everything in there. That's necessary to get those flavors. Huh. And then after that, after the fermentation is complete, then you put it in the distill and heat it up and remove that alcohol.
So you end up with kind of the essence of peach?
Exactly.
So show me around the still, kind of tell me what it is that I'm looking at.
So this is the manway here. That's where you actually fill the machine from. It's actually heated with steam. So this outer jacket here, the stainless part, that's real hot. It heats the mash slowly. You can actually see it start to happen here. The steam comes up through these bubble plates and it sprays out like that. And that helps with the refining of the spirits. So only the pure vapors come through.
This process is amazing to me. Okay, so you essentially are boiling in a way. You're heating this to the point where it becomes steam.
Right.
The steam rises up through the column, mm-hmm. and then it comes back down in the form of alcohol. And wait, here we go.
Yeah, here. This is
that was perfect timing.
Right. So the first little bit that comes out, I'll sample, and I'll keep smelling it until it gets to the point where, I know that it doesn't have any of the heads left in it.
And now what exactly is in the heads that is undesirable?
It's got benzene in it, which is poisonous. That's what they would say would cause you to go blind and stuff like that from moonshine and all that. So it's very important to get that out for safety and for the taste.
So how long will the heads kind of run out typically?
It's usually a couple liters. At some point, the first part is the poisonous part, obviously, but then it becomes more of a quality thing. I will actually keep it separate so I can blend it almost back together.
But it ages in a neutral environment like a stainless steel tank, except for the peach, is that right?
Right, the peach is one of the ones that we put in oak barrels.
When you make wine from grapes, you crush them, you destem them, then you press the juice out. So normally we always just take that back to the vineyard and it would decompose and it would add nutrients to the soil. But the Europeans, what they would do is they would take the skins, add a little bit of water, and then re-ferment it, and they'd get a considerable amount of alcohol out of there. Then they'd distill it and you'd get what was traditionally called grappa.
I'm excited to try it. Let's give it a taste now. Is it okay?
So the way this is traditionally served is at room temperature, just like we're trying it right now.
It's hard to describe. It's almost like perfume.
Mm-hmm.
It's very floral and delicate. And all of those beautiful fruit flavors, they come right through the alcohol. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're picking it yourself. You're choosing, just like you do with your wine grapes, you're choosing exactly when you want to harvest so that you can extract the most flavor out of it.
This is best, I guess, in the first 5 years, in its youth, because that's what you're trying to capture, those flavors.
Can we try the other ones?
Yes.
I'd love to try these.